Hey guys, I'm coming at you for another album review. It's for the Five Finger Death Punch, Wrong Side of Heaven and the Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 1. Now, I'm going to go through track by track and let you know my thoughts on this record. Track number 1, I believe, is called Lift Me Up. There's a feature artist in it, but I kind of forgot the name of the feature artist. But aside from that, this song is decent. There are a few. I think the chorus kind of makes it okay. Hearing the melody to the chorus and then following in the song with some lyrics in it, it's okay. But it's still a good song. In my opinion, I'll just have to give it a 4 out of 5. Because that's the only problem I see with the song, mostly. And it doesn't try to fix that. But other than that, it's still a great song. But it's a decent song in my opinion, mostly. Track number 2, Watch You Bleed. Now, the beginning, there was kind of a weird feel with the melody when I was trying to listen to the opener for the song, and I'm like, it's not bad. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5 because I know throughout the song it kind of did a little bit better. So yeah, Watch You Bleed's getting a 4.5 out of 5. Track number 3, You. This song, oh god, it's the guitars and drums in it are just going crazy in it, and I love his when he does the fast-paced lyrics in it. In the verse, I'm never gonna give, never gonna fight, never gonna. It was pretty good. That was really catchy, and it made the song very good. I think this deserves a 5 out of 5. This song throughout the whole thing is an enjoyment. It is just a roller coaster ride of fun, pretty much, of a good time mostly. And I think he was getting a 5 out of 5. Track number 4, single from the record, made a video for it called Wrong Side of Heaven. Now, the video is about veterans who are homeless and pretty much have PTSD mostly, so at least they put some thought into the video. So this song is very good. It's mellow paced, and when I first heard it I felt a little okay with it, but other than that, this is a really good song. There's meaning behind it. The song's trying to tell you something mostly. It's just pretty much a veteran who suffered from PTSD and seen some fucked up shit after someone died in front of him or whatever. Pretty much war is hell. And it drives them to kill themselves. Sadly. It's the sad truth, but it happens, unfortunately. But other than that, this gets a 5 out of 5. It's a really good song. I like the idea behind it. It's why I really like the song. Track number 5, I believe, was Burn Motherfucker. God, this song was, this one was pretty good. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. Yes, the Burn Motherfucker thing has a tendency to repeat itself when he sings it in, I think, the pre-chorus or the chorus. I'm trying to remember. But other than that, it's a pretty good song. Track number 6. I'm giving Burn Motherfucker a 5 out of 5. I'm sorry, I was trying to remember track number 6. Track number 6 is I'm Sin. This one, yes, this one's good. I think it's a pretty good song. Is it my favorite? Eh, but it's still a good song. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. But it tried to be a good song. I wouldn't say it tried to be a good song. I don't want to insinuate that I'm saying it's terrible. But it's a pretty good song. It's just, there are a few points in the song where it kind of lacks a little bit of substance, in my opinion. But anyone, you don't have to agree with me on that. It's just my opinion. Just, I really think too much on the lyrics and the melodies and all that, so. Moving on from that, track 7, Anywhere But Here, featuring Maria Brink from the band In This Moment. This one, actually, when I first heard it, I thought it was okay, but hearing it again, it's pretty good. But I'm gonna give it I think it's getting a 4.5 out of 5. It's when I don't feel too much enjoyment with it when I hear the chorus. I feel that the chorus is a little okay, but it's still good. It's still a good song. I'm not saying that it's terrible. It's just that's the only problem I have with it. But aside from that, it's getting a decent rating of 4.5 out of 5. So I'm not saying it's terrible. So I'm not giving it a bad rating. Track number 8, Dot Your Eyes. Now, when I first heard the opener, I was a little skeptical. I was like, it feels like it's gonna suck when I first heard it. And then when I really heard the screams, I'm like, okay, this is actually very good. So, I think this song is getting a 5 out of 5. It's pretty good. Track number 9, Mine, End This Way. Abbreviation, End This Way. This one was, as much as I would say it gets a 4.5 out of 5, it's not going to be the case for this one. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 because the lyrics I really like in this. And that's what brings out the best in this song. Really good lyrics. And yeah, it's a really good song. Melody-wise, it's okay, but lyrically, it's amazing. And that's why I appreciate this song a lot more. So, Mine, abbreviation, End This Way is getting a 5 out of 5. Track number 10, Mama Said Knock You Out, featuring Teknanina or whatever. Or I might be pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. This was pretty good. It's from an old Teknanina song or whatever, where he's saying, I'm gonna knock you out, Mama's gonna knock you out. When I heard it the first time, I'm like, I know this from somewhere. I think I heard it from a Kangaroo Jack thing or something back in the day or whatever. But other than that, this song was pretty good. Teknanina's verse in this, or rap, when he comes in, is pretty good. I know most people wanted it to be longer, but it still does a good job. And Mama Said Knock You Out, featuring Teknanina, is getting, in my opinion, a 5 out of 5. Track number 11, which is technically the closer for the regular edition, but in this video, I'm not doing that. I'm going all the way to 14. So, Diary of a Dead Man. Not a bad closer. I think it lacks a few things that makes the song iffy. But it's getting a 4.5 out of 5 because I think it follows up a little better with some okay melody, and the lyrics are actually pretty good. So the lyrics kind of make the song rating go up to a 4.5 out of 5. Track number 12, I believe, is another version of I'm Sin, featuring Jimmy something. I can't remember, but it's a featured artist. You might know what I'm talking about, but it's the second version to I'm Sin. Still good. It's still getting a 4.5 out of 5 because this song to me is good, but there are areas in the song where it's okay. but other than that, it's still a pretty good song. Track number 13, Anywhere But Here. Now, in the first version, you didn't hear Maria Brink's singing until closer to the end of the song. And that's what I found a little disappointing. When I really looked into it or listened to it, that's why I kind of gave it a 4.5 out of 5, because you didn't hear her verse in it. And in this one, I think is better because you hear her verse in this one after he does his verse. So I'm giving this a 5 out of 5 because it did a lot better than the original version. In my opinion, you don't have to agree with me on this. That's just how I feel. Final track, Dot Your Eyes, with another featured artist. I can't fucking remember. I'm sorry. Pretty good too. A good closer for the record, and I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. Now guys, Wrong Side of Heaven is a decent record. It follows up pretty well with the American Capitalists, like after American Capitalists. So this is just the first volume. But in my rating out of 10, I'd give this a 7.5 out of 10, which is a decent rating, and it's a fair rating. So there are areas in some songs that I mentioned that get 4 and 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5, where I have a little bit of problems with. But other than that, this album is pretty good. So it follows up pretty well. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on The Wrong Side of Heaven and The Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 1. I should be back sometime later for the Wrong Side of Heaven, Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 2 with Battleborn and all that. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next video.